always chasing the next version of me. Why do we constantly crave for improvement? I fall victim to productivity and always being productive. I kind of build this habit of always working towards something and always optimizing my time. I truly just felt very exhausted from my life, from trying to keep up and keep myself in the race. And I think we all fall victim to that, falling victim of having to keep up with our peers, having to be in this race that nobody else is in. The thing is, I feel like I've been achieving more without really realizing, what is this for? Oh my god, I rhymed. But I really been feeling like, what have I been achieving? What is the point of achieving and doing all these things? And I think I have lost my sense of purpose, my sense of meaning, and my sense of fulfillment. I talk about this because in my last episode, I talked about the changes that were happening in my life, my new move, my new house, and how deeply dissatisfying it felt. Even though I have a beautiful home. And life can do that. Life can do that to you. But most importantly, your mind can do that to yourself. Where achievements and milestones simply mean nothing. I don't know how to simply exist. And that is my issue. I don't know how to just allow myself to be bored, to allow myself to just do nothing all day. I don't know how to do that. And I feel like all of my life I've been chasing achievements, milestones, and just the next best thing that I don't really know how to be my current self. I simply don't know how to be myself without a label. A label of constantly working on my craft, constantly working to get money, constantly trying to survive in life, being a sister, being a girlfriend, and all these roles and labels I put on myself, that I simply forgot how to be myself. It's like, who am I when nobody needs anything from me? And I really had to sit with that, because I feel like I'm constantly trying to be my feet, trying to maximize the most seconds, the most minute in the day to be productive, that I don't really allow myself to sit still. I think we all go through this, where we're constantly trying to chase our dreams, constantly trying to be better than the person a year ago, a day ago, that we simply forget what is truly important. We simply forget the why. It's like I've been so caught up in trying to catch up in this endless loop, this race that nobody's in, that I don't feel fulfilled, that I don't feel happiness for my achievements, that I don't feel present in my life. I feel like I'm trying my hardest to catch up to the version of me that I want so bad to be at, that I simply forget to live my own life and forget to embrace my current self, even if she's imperfect, even if it's not where I want to be. It doesn't matter the milestones and the achievements that I achieve if I don't acknowledge it. And I have not been paying attention. It's like a parent not paying attention to their own child, and when their child is on drugs, this is very extreme, but when their child is at borderline doing drugs and just really destroying their life, that's when like the parent decides to pay attention. I haven't been paying attention to my own life, and it's like I'm the child, but at the same time I'm a parent to myself. That's how I treat myself. I feel like I'm trying to reach these milestones so I can feel something, so I can feel like I'm moving forward, you know, to feel alive, to feel worthy. And I feel like with my constant obsession of always being productive and always trying to move forward, I literally got sick. We live in a world that constantly tells us to be better, be healthier, be more productive, make more money, learn more skills, heal your trauma, fix your habits, become your highest self. And none of those things are bad. Hear me out. I think what started as growth started to slowly turn into this feeling I was never meant to be. I was always trying to be better. Always chasing and becoming my higher self made me forget that my current self still exists and that she still matters. It doesn't make me less human for just slowing down, but truly allowing myself to show up with the energy and the body that I have. It's about what I need to do for myself so I can function to be myself. You hear me? I can still allow myself to be happy with my current state, even if I don't have all the things I want. And I haven't allowed myself to be happy. I haven't allowed myself to exist. I spent so much of my time thinking that happiness was waiting for me in the future. Maybe when I am graduated from school, maybe when I got a different job, maybe when I lose weight. I kept reaching milestones and realizing that they don't magically change my life. And I think we can all relate on that. We think that once we get to our desired goal, desired dream job, dream partner, we think that it's gonna change our life. But it doesn't. Because that feeling lasts for a bit while, feeling satisfied with how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about our life. But then there's another thing that we have to chase. Whether that's going to school, trying to find a new job, trying to find a job in that field. It's like we're constantly chasing the next thing. It's like we're chasing versions of us to become, another problem to solve, another goal to reach. The finish line just keeps moving. And I think that's where a lot of my unhappiness and emptiness come from. Not because I don't have enough, not that I have not accomplished enough, but because I train myself to believe that my happiness lies in my future. That who I am right now is incomplete. That my happiness belongs to the future me. And I just want to say, if we never slow down, we will never appreciate what we truly have. We're not machines that need improvement. We are human. We're allowed to cry in our car for 30 minutes. We're allowed to have a crash out over what someone said in our group chat. We're allowed to spend 30 minutes to ourselves. We're allowed to rest in this busy world. I don't think the lesson here is to stop improving yourself. I think growth is beautiful. I think ambitious is powerful and beautiful. But if we're always chasing the next version of ourselves, we never get to meet our current self. That is right here, right now. And maybe that version of ourselves that has been waiting for our attention all along. Maybe we need to open our eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. If you know NXT, you get what I mean. But we never really truly open our eyes we will never really grasp this moment in our crazy busy world. Simply taking some time to ourselves to be human maybe will make us a little bit more happier, a little bit more fulfilled, and a little bit more at ease, more at peace. Thank you so much for listening to Grow, Glow, and Get Real. I am your lovely host, Precious, and I'll see you next time. Bye, gorgeous.